Now, here's a preview of Powerful Women Revealed.
And have a little faith in me.
Good afternoon, and welcome to WATD's Powerful Women Revealed. Here's your host, Nicole Perry.
Good afternoon, and welcome to Powerful Women Revealed. I am your host, Nicole Perry, and throughout the summer, this year, 2022, I am bringing you lots of amazing information based on and from A Course in Miracles. Who would not want to take a course all about miracles? So I am taking the course. I've been taking it since January of this year. And what I want to bring to you is some information about the body, and really some information also about love and healing and faith. And we kicked off the show with Have a Little Faith in Me by John Hiatt. And what a beautiful, beautiful song. I don't even know what year that was put out. It was put up on the internet in 2008, but what a great song. He kind of reminds me of Joe Cocker a little bit of that era. So beautiful song. Have a little faith in me. I want to have a lot of faith. I want to have a lot of faith in myself, in my higher power, and a lot of faith in this next section that I'm going to be reading to you from chapter 18, which is titled, I Need Do Nothing. So yeah, there's a lot of faith. You don't have to do anything. All you have to do is trust. And that's what I've been doing a lot of, trusting in my higher power, trusting in myself, trusting in this human body and brain that I am encompassing here on planet Earth. And so I know that's all kind of silly, but whatever. So I want to talk to you about this section from chapter 18, I Need Do Nothing. And then I'll stop as I want to share some information. And then we'll continue. And oh my God, next week, we're going to talk about death. So hello, let's get into the body first. From this segment 7, chapter 18, I Need Do Nothing. You still have too much faith in the body as a source of strength. Isn't that interesting? Like I'm starting to learn that we, myself included, we're putting way too much emphasis, energy, I don't know, just way too much faith in the human body. Like the body is just a vessel. Whether you're like an extreme healthy runner, or you're on the other side of the spectrum where you're living in an obese vessel and you're abusing your body with food or with other substances, mind-altering substances. We're giving too much power to the body and not to our higher power. To me, that's freeing. I just want to be free and live this life as easily as possible. Like, I want the drive-through easy, and going to the drive-through is not the answer. It's not the easy answer. It's really, I wrote a lot about it in my book. It is not the easy way. It is the difficult way. And I think it's so important. I did a show on pain versus pleasure, and I believe that what this is saying is you still have too much faith in the body as a source of strength. We are putting too much pleasure in things that are not good for us and pain in things that are good for us. And hence, too much faith in the body as a source of strength, that all we have to do is do this or do that, or don't do this or don't do that, and the body is therefore going to fix everything. If we could just get this body in order. And it goes so much deeper than that. Let me continue. What plans do you make that do not involve its comfort or protection or enjoyment in some way? This makes the body an end and not a means in your interpretation. And this always means you still find sin attractive. Huh. Now there's a little bit of a blow to the ego. I don't want to find sin attractive. And I'm kind of to the point now, 6+ months in, I really am to the point where I'm understanding that there is no sin. And I know you might have a lot of things you're shouting at the radio or your iPhone earplugs, whatever, on your run, on your walk, or whatever. It's something that takes time, and it's taking me time to wrap my brain around that concept. But I'm starting to get it. Let me just say that. I get it. There is no sin. There is only errors, and errors can be corrected. So there you have it. I have nothing more to say about that. All right. No one accepts atonement for himself who still accepts sin as his goal. Again, atonement is the undoing. It's the surrendering or the letting go, which is not giving in or giving up. It's just sort of, the whole old saying, let go, let God. You have thus not met your one responsibility. Ooh. Atonement is not welcomed by those who prefer pain and destruction. I'm telling you, there's so many things that I'm like, hello, wow. When it really, really takes this concept, any concept in this book, again, this is Jesus talking through Helen Schucman, who is the scribe in the course, Dr. Helen Schucman. There's videos out there. So she has since passed. I don't know when she died. Oh my God, there's wicked cool videos out there with just a picture of her and the voice behind it and her explaining how the download of the book came. And as she was doing the text, she was like, oh my God, I know there's going to be lessons coming. There's going to be a workbook coming for students. And like how very interesting all of that is. Anyway, let me continue. There is one thing that you have never done. You have not utterly forgotten the body. So there you have it. And then let me just read this one last one. And every instant that you spend without awareness of it gives you a different view of it when you return. Oh, that's so cool. And every instant that you spend without awareness of it being the body, without awareness of the body, it gives you a different view of it when you return that awareness. So beautiful. So thankful to be here sharing this information with you. I am in love with all of this information. And so thank you for coming on this journey with me. We are going to take a quick break and we will come back and talk about how love is not learned. Isn't that interesting? So I hope you stay with me. This is Powerful Women Revealed, the place to go and the place to be, right here on 95.9 WATD. Hi, I'm Nicole Perry, and I built a unique marketing and advertising platform for women entrepreneurs and businesswomen in my community and beyond. And I built this platform around my radio show. Essentially, you get to showcase who you are to your potential clients, why you are so passionate about what you do, and what sets you apart from others in a similar field. Even more so, you share that content with potential executives and other media professionals who are looking for your exact talent and expertise. I am your content producer and guide, and what I do is introduce you with grace, confidence, and style right here at Powerful Women Revealed. The place to go and the place to be on 95.9 WATD. For more information, visit powerfulwomenrevealed.com.
I'm fully known and loved by you. It's so like you to keep pursuing.
And we are back. You are listening to Powerful Women Revealed. I'm your host, Nicole Perry, and what a beautiful song that was. Hang on, I'm being the octopus here, sorry. Tauren Wells, Known. And I can't help but think of all of these artists that I find and put in my show and all these shows, how some of them are, I'm guessing they must have been on American Idol or The Voice or something. I used to watch all of those shows, and these artists are just so amazing. And anyway, Tauren Wells, Known, beautiful, beautiful song. In this segment, we are going to talk about love is not learned. But before we do, I want to read a sentence before I share that little segment. So I'm still in chapter 18, and this is about forgiveness. Forgiveness does make lovely. Forgiveness does make lovely, but it does not create. It is the source of healing, but it is the messenger of love and not its source. I just think this is so fascinating that we are learning just beyond what you could ever find in a dictionary or from our ancestors sharing the message of forgiveness. Like, we learn from the people in our family and friends, and we want to forgive. When we forgive, we give. And, forgiving is not about the other person. It's all about us. And what I'm finding is that in this course, there is so much, I want to do an oxymoron here, simplistic intricacy. It's so simplistic, but it's peeling these layers back in such an in-depth way to really open up our eyes to seeing what some of these things really are. One of these things meaning forgiveness. I just think that it's amazing. All right, so here we go. Love is not learned. Now, let's stop there for a second. Love is not learned. So love is auto magic, I guess is what I'm hearing. It's kind of built in. It's a built-in, device in the human body, in the human experience. Its meaning lies within itself. And learning ends when you have recognized all it is not. That is the interference. That is what needs to be undone. That's interesting. So the learning ends. So let's think about this for a minute. Learning ending, I guess that's the highest vibrational spiritual place that we could encompass or reside, is when the learning has ended and now we just teach. Isn't that lovely? So that is the interference. So let me read this again. Its meaning lies within itself, and learning ends when you have recognized all it is not. That is the interference. Anything that interferes with love. That is what needs to be undone. Love is not learned because there was never a time in which you knew it not. Learning is useless in the presence of your Creator, whose acknowledgement of you and yours of Him so far transcend all learning that everything you learned is meaningless, replaced forever by the knowledge of love and its one meaning. Oh, hallelujah. How beautiful is that? How beautiful is that? Please rewind. Rewind. Go ahead. Rewind right now. Just like 30, 40 seconds and listen to that again. Now, let me continue. Forgiveness removes only the untrue. Oh, I love this. Forgiveness removes only the untrue, lifting the shadows from the world and carrying it safe and sure within its gentleness to the bright world of new and clean perception. There is your purpose now, and it is there that peace awaits you. Oh, I just feel so blessed. Peace be with you. Let's take a break. You are listening to Powerful Women Revealed. That's a lot to take in. Rewind it all. Listen to it again. Download. Please download. Help yourself. Download all you want and share. Hope you stay with me. You are listening to Powerful Women Revealed, the place to go and the place to be, right here on 95.9 WATD. Hey, it's Nicole Perry here, your host and creator of Powerful Women Revealed. And in addition to creating and hosting my radio show, I've presented and led over 150 masterminds for women entrepreneurs. Essentially, I've been coaching for years. And now I am offering my coaching services to you. It's really an energy experience. You are worthy of receiving everything you want. Wouldn't you love to have adaptable techniques at your fingertips that would help you handle everything in your life with grace and ease? Amazing shifts will happen instantly for you, just like they have for me. We all want something to believe in, and getting started is easy. Go to NicolePerry.com and click Contact Me. And more importantly, I am here to serve you.
Can you say that you truly love your diet? And can you say it with confidence this time next year? Nicole Perry can. And it's not because she lost about 25 pounds. Nicole loves her diet because it's easy to follow. What she eats is delicious, and how she eats is completely sustainable. You can retrain your brain too, just like Nicole did. Her book, I Am on a Love Diet, is available on Amazon now, along with the companion journal. Or get your copy today by visiting ilovemydiet.com.
And we are back. You are listening to Powerful Women Reveal. I got to stop watching these YouTube videos while I'm playing the music because I completely lose track of time and forget to come back. So that was Tom Gregory River. I am just loving all the music that is just coming to me lately. I have the most amazing song that I'm going to play next week because we have an episode where I'm going to talk about death. So I have an amazing song I found. I can't wait to play. I so wanted to play it today, but I'm saving it. And by the way, if you're listening live on FM radio, thank you so much for following. You can listen anywhere in the world just by going to 959watd.com. And so future people, if you're listening on podcast, you can listen in real time on the WATD website. I have a little radio app on my phone. It's a little red, old-fashioned, like 70s looking retro radio, and I click that and it shows all the local stations in my area. You can go to the website and click listen, now to the local programming. I really encourage you to listen in real time because you would hear all the amazing music, because I have to cut the music out when I put it on the podcast. So the lyrics are very meaningful to me. Like I choose all of this music. I listen to the lyrics. If I don't have like extreme, all full body goosebumps, I know that it's not a good enough song or the song right for the show. So anyway, I do put a lot of care in that, and I just wanted to share that little information with you. So when you get the podcast, you're getting a little bit of a watered down version because I pull that stuff out. But that's okay. I'm grateful and thankful wherever you're listening. And get ready. Hold on to your seats. We are going to talk about faith, healing, and faithlessness. And I hope I have more time to go into other stuff at the end of the show because I want to dive back into the lessons. I really have been pouring a lot of information since we did the principles of miracles in those 3 shows that I did. I've been pouring all of my energy into the text, and I kind of realized I wasn't pulling from the lessons, so I want to go back to the lessons. But here we go. Are you ready? All right. This is from chapter 19, Healing and Faith. And this is all about the attainment of peace. This is the title of the chapter. Section 1, Healing and Faith, number 5, paragraph. It cannot be difficult to realize that faith must be the opposite of faithlessness. You see how easy this information is, but yet it really just spoon feeds me. It's like I'm spoon fed all of this amazing information. Yet the difference in how they operate is less apparent, though it follows directly from the fundamental difference in what they are. Faithlessness would always limit and attack. Faith would remove all limitations and make whole. I love that. Faithlessness would destroy and separate. Faith would unite and heal. Faithlessness would interpose illusions between the Son of God and his Creator. Faith would remove all obstacles that seem to rise between them. Now, I want to talk about obstacles for a second here. I'm halfway through the paragraph. I'm to the point where I hope you are too. I really do. I'm to the point where I am realizing I started to want to remove the word challenge from my vocabulary, just like the word need. Oh my God, the amount of times I say the word need in my book is ridiculous, which is coming from a place of lack. And I want to remove the word challenge from my vocabulary because just like the word obstacle, it's becoming very crystal clear to me, moi, Nicole Perry, very crystal clear to me that when I have faith in the universe, higher power, Mother Nature, God, angels, whoever it is that you believe in, grandpa, whatever that passed on before us. When you have faith in your higher power, your angels, whatever they are, I have come to the understanding, or I'm coming into this knowing that there are no challenges or obstacles because I've surrendered and I know that everything is happening exactly and unfolding exactly with the support of all of my spiritual supporting staff. I don't know. It's like my spiritual staff, my spiritual support system. Everything's unfolding the way it's supposed to unfold. So if you think about it, if I'm having a challenge, it's not a challenge. It is a pivot. It is a detour. It is a lovely nudge. Yes, that's what I like to think. All right, so I'm going to try to hit the rest of this paragraph here. Faithlessness is wholly dedicated to illusions. Faith, wholly to truth. Partial dedication is impossible. Truth is the absence of illusion. Illusion, the absence of truth. Both cannot be together, nor perceived in the same place. To dedicate yourself to both is to set up a goal forever impossible to attain. For part of it is sought through the body, thought of as a means for seeking out reality through attack. The other part would heal, and therefore calls upon the mind and not the body. Isn't that interesting? So it's our minds that are connected to the universe. That's where the freedom lies. Even though we are not our mind, and we are not our thoughts, and we are not our body. It's a lot to think about. But I'm telling you, if trust me, just trust me. Well, I don't know. Do you trust me? I don't know. If you feel like trusting me, I'm walking this path and I'm sharing this information with you, and I'm believing it and I'm walking it. So anyway, on that note, on that fumbling note, let's go to break. You are listening to Powerful Women Revealed, the place to go and the place to be, right here on 95.9 WATD. Are you receiving the clarity you want to move your business forward? The perfect group for you might just be Powerful Women Rise. We are a motivational mastermind for women, entrepreneurs, and businesswomen who want less doubt and uncertainty and more tools and resources to transform their businesses and missions. At each meeting, we educate ourselves on topics relevant to the entrepreneurial woman today, and we share incredible wisdom and experiences with a team of diverse professionals. So how do you want the next 12 months to roll out for you and your business? Visit powerfulwomenrise.com to register for an upcoming event, and we've got in-person and online. Or click Get Started and send in your application today. We are back. You are listening to Powerful Women Revealed. I'm your host, Nicole Perry. Of course, that was the best of the Doobie Brothers. And Jesus is just all right with me. I think to myself, how did I not play that song already? Like this whole, Course in Miracles and talking about spirits and God, and I don't know if we've talked about Jesus Christ yet, but still, the book was downloaded from Jesus to Helen Schuckman. So this is A Course in Miracles if you're just tuning in for the first time. And so, I like Jesus. I like to know that Jesus is a Lord. I'm still wrapping my brain around the whole Savior thing, and, like all of this, very religious thinking. But I tell you what, my life is easier. So do you want to go through life with difficulty, or go through life feeling light and lifted and easy breezy? Like, I'm telling you. Anyway, so I, during the break, have been diving into the lessons in the back of the book, and I am going to bring to you lesson 156. And it's just beautiful because we were talking about sin. I'm like, oh my God, this is going to be perfect. So lesson 156, page 294, if you've got the blue book, the title is I Walk with God in Perfect Holiness. And I'm just going to read a couple of snippets and then we'll wrap up the show for today. Here we go. Today's idea, but states the simple truth that makes the thought of sin impossible. Who doesn't want to know that the thought of sin is impossible? Continuing, and I'm skipping around. So this is the first 4 paragraphs. I'm kind of like just going to my little notes here. He is what your life is. That life you share with him. Nothing can be apart from him and live. Isn't that beautiful? There is a light in you which cannot die, whose presence is so holy that the world is sanctified because of you. I hope you hear that. All things that live bring gifts to you and offer them in gratitude and gladness at your feet. The scent of flowers is their gift to you. The waves bow down before you, and the trees extend their arms to shield you from the heat and lay their leaves before you on the ground, that you may walk in softness while the wind sinks to a whisper round your holy head. Isn't that just beautiful? I mean, I'm reading this about now I just picked this out of nowhere, and I'm reading this on the exact day that I was taking a run this morning, my long run, 2.25, 2.3 miles, and I run about 10 a week-ish, 10 miles a week. I'm on my run, and everything is, it's hot, but it's breezy. It's in the morning, and I'm looking around, and everything is just blissfully magnified 1,000,000 times. And what's magnified is the beauty all around me. Who doesn't want that? Like, call me a Bible thumper, but hello, I'm having a lot more peace than some other people out there. So, and as I'm on my run and I'm breathing, like, I'm not stuck in the body, I'm not focused on the body, but I'm breathing the fresh air into my lungs, and I'm feeling that the air is all filled with God, and I'm breathing God in and out. And I'm just saying, I just feel so blessed. I mean, that's the way I want to live the rest of my entire life, on this level of this vibrational highness. And I don't ever want to go back. I'm reading this book. It's a course in a book that you just take one bite at a time. It's the elephant book, I refer to it. And I don't want to go back to the way I was living before. I am so much more at peace. I'm not even there yet. I still have my grumpy days. I still, get mad, and I still have to figure stuff out, and I get to figure stuff out. But I am like miles. I am moons. I am stars, galaxies away from where I was. And I was in a pretty good place. Like, imagine that. Like, and I just hope I'm not getting paid to promote this book. Like, I just hope you hear that every time I learn something, and this is just how I live my life. This is how I live my life with my children. This is how I live my life through Powerful Women Rise teams. This is how I am through being a coach. I am just pouring everything that I have learned into anyone who wants to receive it. And I've got a lot of information that I've gathered throughout the years, and I just want to share everything I know. I want everyone to walk through life on this high, like I'm high on life. I'm not high on, well, I do have coffee. I have had coffee. I'm like on a cleanse right now, so I don't even remember the last time I had alcohol. But I think it's been 4 weeks-ish. This year, I was going to do 6 cleanses, and now I don't even have any desire to drink any alcohol. I don't know. Maybe I'll have a glass. Maybe I won't. But anyone who's out there that wants support and to feel the same peace and elation and vibration and amazing spiritual experience that I'm having, I, of course, want to pass that along. Why would I want to keep it? We get to keep everything we give. Hello? We get to keep everything we give. And I want to give all of my information to you or anyone that wants to receive it. So, hallelujah. And I want to talk about this ending systemic racism for a minute, because we have another minute before we have to go. And I'm so grateful and thankful that you're listening and joining me, if you are, to help end systemic racism. Now, I'm an older white lady, and I just care. I just care about every human being, and I want to educate myself. I hope you want to educate yourself. How can you, if you're one of those people in the world, there are no errors. So if you are one of those people in the world that do not know how to shift any kind of racism that's going on in your brain, talk to me or hear this at least. Some of the things I'm doing, I'm reading information that can help me understand. You can watch movies. You can read. You can follow blogs. You can stand up if you hear something that's going on in your workplace right now. If you're listening and something's going on in your workplace, stand up, because it is not fair. And it's not living a life with peace, having to be oppressed or be racially discriminated against. And we want more love and more peace. So let's bring the love to the forefront. I am reading the Becky Code. It is an amazing book. Don't waste your magic. All right, ready for this? How to deal with white women violence while amplifying your joy. So really, I just want to share, it's not an easy, there's a lot of slap in the face moments in this book, but as a white person, I want to be slapped. I want to not by people, so don't come up and slap me if you see me on the street, but I want to just really give myself the information so that I can stop it. I'm already stopping the racism in my life, the very faint little bit that there was, because of my doings and my actions and my children, my next generation. So let's do this together, the Becky Code. And I'm reading a great book right now called Hush Money by Deborah Harris. So do what you can. No one's asking you to stop your entire life, but just do what you can and stay in the present moment and pay attention in each present moment. And on that note, I hope you will tune in next Sunday after the news at noon. I went way over. I'm sorry. Until then, I'm your host, Nicole Perry. Have a great week. And remember, knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. And it's what you do with that knowledge that matters.